For all the weirdness, disappointment, and of course many good things Twitter has given me, it means a lot to be followed by so many people. 45,000 Twitter followers. Much of my following is made up of creatives like me, and together we share the space known as Twitter to connect while doing our best to grow or at least exist in a positive way. There are so many negative viewpoints of social media and Twitter, but beneath that and within you will find so many positives. They are there, trust me. This session will mainly be a commentary to how I reached that milestone. Patrons are signing up regularly, so I have to keep going, and I have to keep creating. And to keep going and keep creating is probably the reason why I hit 45,000 Twitter followers. Every day, no matter the results the day previous, I turn up and tweet. Tweet with a hope to reach others like me. Tweet to sell books and get people to check out my content. Tweet because for many years now, it is what I've done. I don't stop, and the truth is, I don't know how to. Even in the face of bad visibility numbers, probably caused by Twitter Blue, or zero book sales after trying to find the right balance and telling people about my books, or offering something else, just anything else that doesn't feel like a plug. And for the most part of my Twitter tenure, or at least the parts where follow counts increased along with everything else, I focused on the everything else, as opposed to just putting out sales pushes. I'm talking about conversation, or stuff that strikes up conversations, and more specifically, replies. Conversation is what turns the tweet machine, and brings visibility to everything I offer in terms of content. Even now I don't always know what to say, and I've become adept at thinking on my feet every day. Yes, I'm literally pantsing my way through Twitter every day. But within my mind, I am always analysing. I'll tweet more about stuff that people respond to, and less of the stuff they don't. This is constantly changing, and I am constantly learning from this. And because Twitter is so reactive, for anyone who does spend time on the platform, will benefit from growing, and it's kind of a tweeter's sense. Now, I could list all the cool things to tweet about that work for me, but everyone's following is different, and your followers follow you for what you tweet about. That's why it's so important to only take some of the advice I give out, because that journey on your own Twitter is yours. Consider these sessions as a companion piece, just to know that if you do run out of options, I'm here, and I've been on a similar journey as you. Now, much like writing, which is a craft, Twitter is pretty much a natural fit for creatives because it's 240 or so words, a 240 or so word party, where you can have the microphone or keyboard and it's all about what you say, and you're judged upon that. Learning from this can be an individual journey. Over the years, I've developed the basics from staying away from heavy debate or passionate opinion. I sit firmly on the fence in terms of those things, and that's okay. And it's also okay to have a laugh every now and then and not take it so seriously, because just the showing up part is all you really need to take seriously. I focused on trying my best to make tweets follow the 5 elements of tweeting success, something I've put together through just discovery over the years, aiming to inspire, inform, entertain, give value, or incentive. Those 5 elements of tweeting success have served me very well. Trying to sell things all the time, it's kind of boring. And being compelling in any way you can think of conversation will sell more books than anything else, trust me. Now, just saying being compelling is easier said than done, but if you can find a way to relate to other people just through conversation, by sharing experiences and sharing enough to make other people realize that you are in fact human, that's all you really need to be. And the truth is, if you have something to offer on Twitter and can deliver it in a way where others can get to it easily, most good people will appreciate you for it. Back in 2020, I never imagined I would have a Patreon that lays out my journey on Twitter. But over the years, by showing up and being responsible with what I say, I've earned the trust, faith, and following of over 45,000 people. And then some of them came over to this space on Patreon and joined me over here. Having any kind of following on social media is a special feeling and also a responsibility. Whether you have 5 or 500, 5,000 or 50,000 followers, that following comes with a duty to be there for those who have had enough faith to click follow, while also being true to yourself. There is a reason why you have the followers you do, and it is so important to be mindful of that belief those followers have for you. You can always find ways to keep your audience interested over a long period of time, because I am proof of that, and I've done that for many years, and if you can retain followers over the time, you can find new ones too. Being an indie author and creative online for me has always been about 2 things: making tomorrow better and connecting with others one person at a time. And time is your friend. Just a few years ago, There were times when I was ready to walk away from publishing, blogging, and social media, but I didn't realize then that the night was the darkest right before the dawn of a promising new era. An era that began to propel me towards higher follower counts, book sales, and above anything else, more connections with good people. And that's the moral of this story. There are people out there. And I learned to embrace community and others on their creative path. I began reviewing books by fellow authors. I wrote hundreds of guides or tweets sharing my lessons learned. It brought me closer and closer to others in the arena. And the truth is, before then, I just wasn't aware of others because I'd spent so long just looking inward at my own results. And when you eventually look outward and realize there are others on a path like mine, this whole deal becomes way more inspirational and not to mention easier. Just knowing there are others out there makes this whole deal a lot easier for me. On social media, the concept is rather simple. If you give and have awareness of others, eventually you'll find good things. Even if it's just knowing that there are others out there, community is everything to me, and it's why I'm still here today. Still learning, still creating, and still finding good things. Peace out. Rock and roll, man.